everyone, thank you for tuning into today's video. I have the new Gucci palette for you guys. I was keeping an eye out on this one because I thought it was really pretty when I first saw it on social media, like on Instagram. Somebody had posted, I don't know, I think maybe Trend Mood had posted this, and I was in love just from like looking at the packaging, and I was quite excited to want this. The price is like heartbreaking in my opinion, and I will talk about it in a little bit. So Gucci is, you know, is a very expensive, well-known brand, as we know that, we all know that. But and the only makeup item I have from Gucci is, I think I have one of their lipsticks, and I've showed that to you in the past. I haven't picked up anything else. They do not have eyeshadows as a regular item on their makeup page. You can go to Gucci's website and you can go on Sephora. You could find this, I think, at Saks Fifth Avenue and also on Bloomingdale's. Not sure if Nordstrom and Neiman Marcus has this or not. But mostly they have colored eye pencils, lip liners, lipsticks. There's a foundation, a primer, there is a bronzer, and a face powder, I think. So those are the things that they usually have. They used to have eyeshadows up until a few years ago, or I don't know if those were like limited edition eyeshadows they had, but to my understanding, this is supposed to be, I think, a limited edition product. They were hyping this up for a while now, and I had my heart set on it. The price, wait for it. The price for this is $149 US, and yes, that is a lot for this, but this is a luxury item. I have a feeling if Tom Ford came out with a big, huge palette like this, we would be expecting a very similar price tag on it. Now, let's open this up. Here is the outer packaging. I do not know how to say those words, so I'm not going to. It says eyeshadows in satin, matte, and metallic finishes. On the back is the colors. And it has all the ingredients for all the shades written around. And on here it says, let's see, made in Italy. Alright, only authorized retailers are permitted to sell this product. Gucci.com. It's good for 24 months after you open it. Alright, so let's open this up and let me show you guys. Okay. So in here is a pouch. Comes in this beautiful pouch. And here is the beautiful palette. This is a very beautiful palette, and this palette is actually quite heavy, even though this is plastic, I think. It is quite heavy. It's weighted in your hand. And I think this is more of a collector's item more than anything else. Just look at how pretty this palette looks. It looks beautiful sitting on your vanity. Looks nice with my sheet here, my bed sheet. And on the back, again, it's the same salmon-y shade. It says palette is 01. Eyeshadows in satin, matte, and metallic shades, and same information. Each shadow, I think, is 0.3. Well, I think all the eyeshadows together are 9 grams in here. Let's open this up. You just press this and you open it. There is a nice big mirror, which is a little bit dirty right now because I use this palette, as you can see. I will try to put in a clip of it when it was brand new and it looks in mint condition. So the thing about this palette is this thing pops out. I'm pretty sure you've already seen this on some other videos by now, but let's try it here. This comes out, this little palette comes out for you, and then this is empty. Which I know people are saying that they might be able to keep jewelry in there. I do not see any of my jewelry actually fitting in there. Maybe a chain, like a very flat chain. But I think what I'm thinking is, because it says '01 here, I'm thinking that maybe Gucci is deciding to come back with more palettes and they're going to be refillable, or maybe you just replace this and put in another one if you like. That's pretty nice, I think. So we'll see what happens in the future. For now, let's just focus on what we have here. I'm going to swatch all of these for you, and I'm going to show you also a photo of me wearing 2 or 3 eyeshadows from here, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's do this. I'm going to start with the black, matte, purple. To me, this is, I think this is more of a metallic shade. This is also a metallic shade. And then this is a matte shade. Here are the first 4 shades. All right. Let's do swatches. I'm gonna build up that light metallic shade here a little bit more so you can see it a bit better, because it is a very sheer shade. All right, let's do the next one. White shade, salmon pink. This one matches their whole palette. And then here's the blue shade, then the metallic shade here. All right. And here we go. This is the white shade, the salmony shade, the blue shade, and then the metallic. Here we go. Next set of last 4. These do feel satiny to the touch. And I think these 2 are probably the only satin shades in here. These 2, the last 2. These 2 feel like mattes. Okay, I'm gonna swatch this again a little bit more to make it thicker. There we go. These are the last 4 shades. So I actually ended up using this the day it arrived, and what I did use was I used the blue, pop blue shade, very pretty. It's like a powdery blue or a baby blue. And then I used this and this in the crease to darken it up a little bit. And I used this shade to blend out these 2 shades to soften it a bit. Otherwise, it was a bit too harsh to go with this. I should have just used one of the lighter shades. So I used this kind of for that reason. And I did use this under my brow bone. Now, here's the thing I want to point out. Some people are really upset with one of these shades, this shade. And that would be this 3rd shade here, which looks like nothing there. It is an extremely sheer shade. And I do not feel like this is a topper shade at all. This, to me, is more like under the brow bone, just to give it a very, very slight hint of luminosity kind of shade. Or this is just a very bad quality shade if it's supposed to be a topper, because this does not work as a topper on me. I'll be honest. It works more under the brow bone. It looks pretty there. But that's the only way to use this. The mattes in this palette are really, really lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think all these 7 shades are mattes. These 2 are their satin formula, I want to say, and it is a beautiful formula. It looks absolutely beautiful on the skin, on the eyes. These 2, they're pretty. And then these 2 are, I think they're metallic shades, and they are really nice shades. They do show up very well. If you don't know, my own eyelids are very, very pigmented. So I have to do a lot in order for shadows to show up. So I'll be honest, when I try to apply this blue on its own, this shadow does not show up very well on my eyelids unless I cancel out the darkness in my eyelids. It doesn't match the rest of my face. My eyelids don't because they're darker naturally. So I did use a colored base for this in the photo that you're seeing. I actually used a P. Louise base in, I can't remember, I think it's called Summer Blues is the name of the shade that I used, and then I put this on top of it and it popped really nicely. And I don't have an issue with that because most of the blues out there that I've tried make me look like I'm kind of sick because light blue doesn't show up very well on my skin tone. So I have to use, that's why I have a base. That's why I use a blue base. So I used it with this too. The rest of the shades actually show up really well on me, so I'm pretty sure that these will show up on a variety of skin tones. As far as the price tag, now for $149, I think we would expect something more or less like Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes or Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes. Those are, you know, very expensive ones, and we expect more from their eyeshadow palettes. You have to remember though, Gucci, I'm not making excuses, but Gucci is just a luxury brand. They're not competing with other makeup artists' eyeshadows that have come out on the market. They're competing more with other luxury brands like Chanel, Dior, Tom Ford. I think that's who they're competing with. And if you are a fan of Chanel and Dior shadows and Tom Ford shadows, these are very similar in quality to me, at least. And it's okay to disagree with me. I'm not against you disagreeing with me. I know that some people have complained on YouTube that shadows are not showing up. They're showing up on me, and I'm a brown person. I'm brown toned, and my eyelids are pretty dark. They're not like this. They are 2 or 3 shades darker than this. And I have to do some prep before I put any eyeshadow on. And I'll be honest, the brown shades worked really well. These 3 shades worked beautifully on me. This shade worked really well on me. But if you are looking for that quality of eyeshadows like Pat McGrath, I don't think you'll find it here. This is more of a collectible item that you buy and you keep forever. You never let go of things like this. If you are attracted to this packaging and you want to just treat yourself, then yes, go for it. But if you're trying to save your money right now and you are only interested just in the eyeshadows and not the whole package, then I say do not go for this. Go for the well-known eyeshadow formulas that we have on the market. Some of my favorites are Pat McGrath. I love Pat McGrath. I love Huda Beauty. I love Dose of Colors 5-pan palettes. I love Viseart. I think those are, you know, bang for your buck kind of eyeshadows. But I've seen a lot of people complain about this, and I'm honestly very happy with this purchase. I don't think I'll be buying anything from Gucci for a while after this because I think I've already blown my entire budget for Gucci this year on this one palette. If I do purchase anything else, I will let you guys know. The only things that I've had on my list, I think, is a lip liner from Gucci that I've been wanting to try. But otherwise, nothing else is on my plate, on my wish list right now from Gucci. This was the only thing that sparked my interest. In any case, please let me know your thoughts about this palette and if you were going to buy this or not. And mind you, this is a very, very dupeable palette. These are not extremely unique eyeshadows either, but this is a very cohesive eyeshadow palette, as in you can create a full entire look with this palette. There is a black, there is a white, and then there is also like a soft salmon pink color here that you can use. And then there's these two browns. You have this shade. These two shades kind of remind me of a Charlotte Tilbury palette. I think I have these two shades from Charlotte Tilbury. So this is a cohesive palette. So if you are going somewhere and you just took this one palette, you would be okay. You wouldn't need necessarily any other palettes. So it's kudos to Gucci on coming up with something more cohesive for the price. I would expect that. This blue color is not unique. I know they've added in there and it pops at you, but I can find this blue. I'll say the one that is coming to my mind right now is that new Urban Decay and Prince collab collection that they've done. One of the palettes, the purple palettes, has a blue in it. Let me see if I have it on me. Hold on. So I found it. This one, it's called the Let's Go Crazy eyeshadow palette. And this is what it looks like. This blue here is similar. This is a little bit lighter, but honestly, once you have this on your lids, you're not going to see that much of a difference. The other one I can think of is ColourPop. ColourPop has a blue eyeshadow palette, which I've ordered recently. It's just taking very long for it to get here. Once it's here, I'll do some swatches for that. It looks like they might have a dupe in there too. So that blue shade is not really that difficult to dupe either. None of these shades are, I'll be honest with you. You can find them for cheaper. And I recommend you go do that if, you know, if you're feeling like this is not worth it and you're not really wanting to collect the palette. Because that's what they're charging for, fortunately. In any case, the other thing I would like to mention is that there is a Sephora sale coming up soon. And it starts from November 5th for the Rouge members, and I think it goes all the way to the 15th of November after the Rouge, and there is the VIBs who shop, and then it's open to everyone else, I think. And I will try to put up a photo here of the dates I found. In any case, this you could buy then with a 20% off. I think it will take away about $30. It'll be a Pat McGrath palette kind of price at that point. And I did not pay full price for this either. I used my TopCashback account that I have been using to basically shop online throughout the year. And I got some cash back from every purchase I made, certain percentages. And everything gets saved up, and then I'm able to either choose it to go to my account directly from TopCashback later on when I have a good amount in there. Or they give you an option of getting gift cards, and they give you an incentive like 5% more if you get a Sephora gift card with this money. So that's what I did, and I got a gift card and I used it towards this. So it helps me. I always link my TopCashback referral link at the bottom. If you click on it and you sign up for TopCashback, I get some bonus. You also get some bonus. I think you get like $10 off or something your first purchase. I'm not sure, but the information will be down there in the description box below for you guys. Anyway, let me know in the comments below what you thought of this video, what you thought of this product. Until next time, this is Amira signing off. Bye now.